Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka on Blitz. This is my head. How do you like it? We're starting to do a little bit of more personal touch on channel. But anyway, long story short, this is a video about just the week that was. I had a few interesting runs. I had some very odd runs, and man, I was pretty apathetic at times, but I had this happen a lot. Now, we've talked a lot in recent times about the overpowering amount of TDs at tier 10. 183s, Jaegeroos, Object 268s. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's digging it. 150mm and up. Get in there. I want to buff him. But here's the thing. It's not their fault, but it is the fault of the team. And in this match, my entire team is hugging each other in the spawn. They are just hugging each other and in this, doing nothing. And this is the reason that people get upset at TDs at this tier. There was a stream I did today, and I drove a 183 because we just had a couple of 183 games where there were various people, and they sat in the same spot that everyone in this team is right now, like 100 meters from spawn, the whole team. Heavies, mediums, tanks, the whole lot, TDs. And I jumped into 183, and I pushed it to the front line, and I made smart hit point trades and had multiple games in a row where we were 3k, no problems, and we won the game. Because the 183 is a good tank. But you can see here our Object 268. He is on a hill in spawn, and he is saying, can't see. No targets. Can't see. Where is my dinner? When is someone going to feed me? When is the enemy going to be stupid enough to push into the middle of the map so I can get free shots at them while sitting right here where I landed when the game started, because I'm a lazy grub and I want to both drink my Sprite while I'm playing, product placement, it's not a Sprite, it's sparkling water, and also get fed. And I say maybe because you're in spawn. I've also noticed that I have a few issues. Some big issues. Watch this. This is me after playing for about 4 or 5 hours trying to get footage. Watch the quality of the marksmanship. Oh, God. I can't look. I can't look. This is so embarrassing. This is embarrassing. The most embarrassing part of this is like aversion therapy. This is making myself... Watch this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm aiming at a rock, and I hit a rock. And not only do I miss, but then I tell the world it's not Bushka's fault. And I'm getting hit while this is happening. This is when you know. Watch this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is when you know you've got to stop playing the game. It's not the gun, Bushka, you noob. It's you. Stop. Just put the iPad down and walk away. And we all do this. But look at it. Like, you know this isn't going in. You don't even aim it. You're just so angry and you're so over everything. And I did give myself a break after this. And that's the difference between playing when you're absolutely wrecked and you just couldn't give a rat's and you finally hit a shot and it feels like, you know, go home, you're drunk. And then playing when you're on your money and you're really keen to get a run in. And you want to play well and you're watching the map and you're doing all the right stuff. I'm going to show you the big difference for me this week between those two things. I'm in an AMX 50B. Love it. Love this tank. Just really love it. And you can see if you're watching the mini-map, there is a whole lot going on around the B cap. Now we've got one cap. They've got two caps. I am bolting over here because I see that there is an E100 and he is available for business. If I can get there and clear him, that is going to be a huge shift in the game. We recap B and we win. That's my whole plan here. Watch the AMX 50B go to work. There's one. We go from 815 to 860. They drop down 50 hit points from the caps. And then we get the second cap and we win. But I'm still salty. And I'm going to tell them, run, LOLOL. I know what I'm doing. Don't boats me, mate. I know boats. Look what I did. I'm a legend. So we're all a little bit of a clown at times. I am certainly no different, but you can see the difference in the gameplay. This big tip for the week for me was if you've been pumping for 4 hours trying to get a specific video, stop. Go and do something else because you're not helping anyone, least of all your team. One more map here. And this speaks to what we talked about at the start. Now, I had a great long chat in the Grump chat about this particular issue, the TD issue, the issue that people love sniping and they love big numbers. So you get big alpha guns like a Jaeger and a 183, and I'm going 183, mate, move. Like, just move. You can see exactly where he is there. He is in the top corner between 1 and 2. He's doing nothing. He's got no shots. There is nothing for him to do at this point in time, and yet that's where he is. And I'm in a Foch, the tier 9 Foch, in a tier 10 match, and I've been left high and dry because our IS-8's going to go and cap. What are you going to do? And this is the big problem. People are saying it's a bad thing. There's all these TDs, but I don't know if it is a bad thing. I think bad play at this tier is just manifested in a different way, and people like big numbers, and they like them. They drive these tanks on purpose. I don't think they're overpowered. If you go to Blitz stars and you look at all the numbers on the win rates and the damage numbers and everything, the mouse is winning. The mouse is winning by a strong margin. And you've got tanks like the IS-7 and everything up the top, and that's where the winners are. The 183, the T110E3, all these tanks, they're at the bottom. They're right down the bottom here. And that's pretty savage because they're not winning a lot more. They're not putting up numbers. And when we were in Minsk and we were talking to the developers about everything, about, you know, and Stutz or Goose from Purple, he brought up the 183 and he's like, I want it nerfed, it's terrible, all this. And the developers are like, we look at the numbers at that all the time, and the 183's win rate and the 183's damage numbers are not amazing. They're not amazing at all. And you might say, well, have a look at the best players. They have 3,000 average damage in the 183. Yeah, but there are guys out there with 3,000 average damage in the bat chat. And I can't do that. I'm just not good enough. But they are, and they're good enough to do that in any tank. So there you go. I honestly don't know what the answer is. I don't know if we need an answer. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I think we've got all these other tiers where there's not 4 or 5 TDs per game. Maybe it's not a bad thing at tier 10 to have that, because I know I don't play a lot of non-turreted TDs. I play probably more than most just because I have to do a lot of reviews. But at the same time, I have no problems running 65%, 2,500 average damage at tier 10 day in, day out. Like, it's completely doable. You just really have to take advantage of the horrible positions that these guys put themselves in. And they're there, like vineyards and maps like that, where they basically sit at the back of the map and don't offer any resistance. Like, have a look at our 183 in this map. What is he doing? He hit one shot the entire game. So that's my point. You can see there, Bushka's a noob. 183s and things, it's well worth a discussion, but there are a lot of different points of views, and none of them really are anecdotally supportable, I don't think, like that 183s are OP or Jaegeroos are OP just because I had a game and there was one that did 6k. They, to me, scream out that good play will be rewarded and you'll get good damage, whereas bad play won't, which is not a bad thing. And maybe the metas just have to be altered, because at tier 10, the old metas aren't exactly working all the time because 183s and things are happening. I was on stream with Vovko. We had a great time, and he was really, really enjoyable to have on stream because I think he's done so many tournaments lately. He's just over it. He was just running, and we were doing the stupidest things you could do. We were taking new and interesting approaches on all the maps. We came into a map on Winter Malinovka where there were 4 or 5 TDs on the enemy team. And we thought, great, we'll push high, we'll hold that area there, we'll do whatever. But the enemy team all pushed. Their TDs came over the top, and we got just erased. Vovko, I think, was supporting me in a 183, and I was in an IS-4. And we just got erased. They pushed as a team, and that was really good play. And that's not that the TDs are overpowered, it's just that our team wasn't as good as their team. Anyway, I digress. That's the week that was. Enjoy it, humans. It's going to become a regular thing. Love you all. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for the time you spend looking at the videos. Spread the word. Get more humans on channel. Let's have a good time. Lots of streams every week. There's an EU stream at 8 p.m. Wednesday, Central European time. I'm going to be running around, and there's 3 NA streams every damn week. Sunday NA at 5:30 p.m. West Coast, 8:30 p.m. East Coast, and those are the standard times for the NA streams. Tuesday NA 5:30 p.m. West, 8:30 p.m. East, and then Thursday NA, same times. Until next time, boys and girls, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield.